At the start of this season, I would not have given this team a chance to reach a Champions League final. However, you fast forward, and that is where we are, ladies and gentlemen, because welcome to today's Road to Glory Career Mode episode, the biggest of the series so far, when Grimsby Town, let that sink in, playing a Champions League final, and their opponents, none other than Barcelona. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go today, but of course, we're here, we'll give it everything we've got, and hopefully by the end of the episode, we'll come out victorious. That's the aim anyway, let's see what happens. So as I said, welcome to the episode. Quickly show you how we did in the games that I actually simmed, because like I said, we'd already won the Premier League title. These were meaningless. We drew 1-1 with West Brom, beat Spurs 2-0, and then beat Leicester 4-0. I actually had a weaker side as well, because I knew that we were going to obviously have this game against Barca coming up, so I didn't want to risk injury. So luckily we should have a full squad to pick from. I don't think we have any injuries at all. There's a couple of things I've got to show you though, starting with the goalkeeper of the tournament for the Barclays Premier League, which has gone to McNamee. Very, very good from him. Player of the competition went to Werner. Sharpshooter Sadio Mane has won the Golden Boot. Team of the competition, how many players have we got in here though, is going to be the big thing. I see Darflu, I see McNamee, so at least we've got a goalkeeper and a centre-back in there. I'm going to be honest, I don't think there'll be many. So McNamee makes it. Sukasev, Darflu, I'm glad Sukasev in there. Peterson, what a beast. He's also in there as well. Massive congratulations to him. Been with us for a very, very long time, Shane Peterson. But we're going to skip forward then before I show you how the two teams got here and everything. And then it'll be time for the Champions League final. Right then, the journey for the two teams in today's final. Starting with the group stage, we topped it in a group that I called the Group of Death way back. Who knew we would get to this point though? 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat in our 6 games for Grimsby Town was very, very good. Barcelona, if you remember way back, I spoke about them and I said we needed top seed because they hadn't conceded a goal in the group stage and they'd won every single game coming out of it. So I said I did not want to get them in the next round. We didn't. They've already taken down English outfit in Leicester City twice. So we knew that from the group stage. Yet to concede a goal after that was done. We moved into the round of 16 though. They faced Monaco, right? Winning 1-0 in the second leg after winning 3-0 in the first leg in France, actually. For us, it was a very, very, very lucky win when we got through on away goals against Nice. So we both went to French teams in the round of 16. They significantly did better, though, and they were still yet to concede a goal. There's a clear pattern emerging here so far. Their defense is going to be probably one of the best that we've come up against. So moving on to the quarterfinals, where finally Barcelona would concede. They played FC Bayern, winning 1-0 at the Nou Camp, going over to the Allianz Arena and winning losing 2-1 over there, but getting through on the away goal ruling. For us, though, it was a demolition job. We faced off against Milan, drawing 0-0 at Blundell Park before moving into the San Siro and winning 5-0 in Italy. So Barcelona finally conceding some goals, but it came at the Allianz Arena, their first 2 conceded, and it took them right up until the quarterfinals to do that. And then we had, of course, semi-finals, where I've just accidentally changed competition by accident. Doesn't really matter. Chelsea have won the Europa League. Hey, a little bit of positive to get us out of that one. Back to the semis then. And finally, this is how it looked then for the semi-finals. They took on Real Madrid, scoring twice at the Santiago Bernabeu in a 2-1 win, which then led them to go through on the away goals again, but conceding 2 for the second time in as many rounds. So they've gone through the group stage, 6 games, and the round of 16 to take it to 8 without conceding, and then managed to concede in the quarterfinals and the semis. But for us, it was a 1-0 aggregate win over the Old Lady after we beat them at Blundell Park and held them to a 0-0 draw in Italy. So that's how we find ourselves to the final then. It was an unbelievable run for us. Obviously, the highlight being the 5-0 demolition job at the San Siro. That has to be up there. But other than that, you can't help but feel we scraped through in the round of 16. It was a 0-0 against Milan until we did that, and we got through very slenderly against Juventus. Everything points to Barcelona being favourites for this game, but we're in it. We've got to take the game to them. I think it's going to be difficult no matter what happens. So let's take you into the team selection then and explain the reasonings behind a couple of players. The only real dilemma I had tonight was, do we start with Carlos Aleñá against his former club, or do we go with Takefusa Kubo? I'm going to up the minutes to 7 minutes here. In fact, let's go 8. Feeling ambitious. So we'll go to 8 minutes. So yeah, do I start with Kubo or do we go with Aleñá? So I've decided that we're going to start with Takefusa Kubo. Aleñá is on the bench, should we need him. Cox on the bench, Guendouzi on the bench, Ramos, Marcelo and Janssen These two, of course, against their sorry, not against their former club, against what is used to be a big game for them. Obviously, ex-Real Madrid players, El Clasico, they might have to come on and play a part. It would be a story, wouldn't it, if Marcelo could come on and assist the goal maybe in a different kit to Real Madrid, but still very much disliked in many ways in that regard. So that's the team. And I think, looking at it now, I was a whole lot more confident when I hadn't seen the overall ratings. We know Barcelona have got 4 90-plus rated players. They've got talent littered everywhere on the pitch. We press the button and we are going into game for the Champions League final. The first time Grimsby have ever played in the competition, and they've reached the final on their first time. Scenes if we could win it on our debut. That would be incredible. And there it is then in all its glory. Look at the trophy. I want it. I just want it right now. Just give me it if you can. Oh, that's obviously the route to the final for both teams. We went through it. You guys saw it. Ultimately, though, I feel that... Here we go then. The two teams shaking hands. We have kickoff imminent of the Champions League final. All eyes on Grimsby Town, who have made it this far. I've got to say, if you're in England, right, and you were sat here watching the English team in the final, and it's Grimsby Town, I'm sure everybody would be cheering them on. You know, I know we've got fans of Barcelona. They're obviously a much liked club in the world of football, but you have to back Grimsby, man. The journey, where they've been, how they've come about, and everything is just too good not to. On the bench, look at that bench from Barca. Starting 11 lines up like that. Ortola in goal, and Titi, Sanchez, Calabria, Miranda at the back. Artur, Torreira, Rabiot in the midfield, Coutinho, Catrone, and Ousmane Dembele as the front three. At that stage, though, their bench is just ridiculous. For Grimsby Town, here is their starting 11. The bench looking significantly less than Barca, but still nothing to shake your head at, and that is the lineup. Obviously, McNamee, Tierney, Rodriguez-Lima, Darflu, Sukasev, Ferrari, Peterson, Barbe, Kubo, McNeil with Solanke leading the line. And Barcelona will get us off and running. Patrick Catrone does the honours of the Champions League final. One team will come out victorious. It might take extra time and penalties to decide that. We don't know at this stage. But for the most part, Grimsby Town, you've got this far. Can you go all the way? I feel a fast start will be necessary here. I don't think if we allow the game to go too far that Barcelona will be phased by the stage that is set tonight. I feel they've got the capabilities and they will grow into the game and largely dominate if we let them. So we have to start quick. McNeil, Solanke, hold on a moment, because here is Takefusa Kubo! In a Champions League final, the little magician has done it again for Grimsby Town. When we describe the magician as little, we usually think of Lionel Messi, but it's Kubo who's got it. We've played 4 minutes here, and we are in front. What a start to this game. We spoke about the selection choice, Kubo or Alenia. Kubo has done big things for Grimsby, but he's done nothing bigger than that. What a dream start to the game. Do you believe now? That is the question. Before, we'd had the dare to dream. Now it's, do you believe? Can Grimsby do this? Tierney. Oh, fantastic ball. And here goes Florentine Barbe. Is there a second chance in the game for Grimsby? He's tried to pull it towards Kubo's run, who was nearly on it, but he just couldn't stick out a leg and get it under control in time. That is a poor pass, though. Ferrari's going to pick it up. Now Kubo to drive at Barcelona again. Solanke. Dominic Solanke on the edge of the area. He can't find the pass. We've wasted the opportunity. Oh, you can't be doing that against Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen. They don't give you many chances, as Peterson again is really putting himself about, and he has been a unsung hero of this Grimsby Town side over recent years. Poor first touch from Kieran Tierney, lets it run out of play, but I've got to give credit to Shane Peterson. You cannot discount every bit that he has done for this team. He's been with us for the journey as well, and we are trying our hardest here to make chances when Barca look like they want to attack at us. As Sukasev is on the overlapping run. The captain swings in the cross. Barbe! Oh, it's 2-0 Grimsby Town! What a moment for Florentine Barbe as well! What a volley in this Champions League final. The kids are doing it. They're absolutely doing it. I feel like that would be, you get them commentators that make those statements. The kids are absolutely doing it. Yes, they are. One of the most youthful sides in the competition are 2-0 up against the giants that are Barcelona. And again, it is a fantastic piece of quality, this time from Florentine Barbe. to keep his volley like that and put it in the top corner takes skill, technique, precision. And oh my goodness, does he have it. Florentin Barbet, probably one of the future players of the year. And this guy has just made his mark on the Champions League final. 2 goals in 13 minutes. And Barcelona are stunned. They don't know what's hit them. Patrick Cutrone trying to break through. He's got Philippe Coutinho on the left-hand side. Coutinho plays it back, and at the minute, it's defensive line for Grimsby Town. And Darfalou makes a big header as he intercepts the cross. Another player who is a bit of an unsung hero. Barbet found by Kubo. Up towards Solanke. Look at the break from Grimsby Town as well. Kubo has got Barbet on the run. Is it about to be 3-0? It would be dreamland for us. And what a save by Otola. It would have been dreamland, but it's not because it's a brilliant stop. But it's still Grimsby looking dangerous. McNeil gets the throw in. Sukasev gives it towards Kubo. Kubo going to find Barbet. It's still held on to as well. Grimsby Town look like they might add a third here. Be unbelievable if that was to be the case. Barbet, Peterson, up towards Solanke. McNeil makes the rock. Oh my goodness, he's in. McNeil! It's 3-0! Would you believe it? I can't believe the scenes. Genuinely cannot believe the scenes. Oh my goodness me. Grimsby 3, Barcelona. I can't actually make a comment because I'm going to... If I get any more hyped for this fight, I'm going to lose my voice. Unbelievably, Grimsby Town are 3-0 up against Barcelona. And we're not even at half-time. What is happening? I mean, it's just time now for them to try one. But McNamee, brilliant one-handed stop, really, isn't it? Everything is going Grimsby Town's way right now. They finally get a chance, Barca, and McNamee pulls that out of the save. Cross whipped in. Kubo, not exactly the man you want attacking it, but somehow he's able to win that. Patrick Cutrone to Umtiti. Back to Cutrone. He's going to try and play it inside to Dembele. Cutrone shot. Deflected behind. Barcelona with a little bit of pressure. The minute those Grimsby standing firm. 3-0 up in the game. Cross swung in. McNamee just collects it and says, thank you very much. Let's go. Oh, everything is working in Grimsby's favour right now. Shane McNeil has got movement from Florentin Barbet, but his pass has not found him. We're not even at half an hour yet. We're not even at half an hour. What on earth is happening? I think the only player really that hasn't had too much of a mark on this Champions League final has actually been McNamee. Yes, he pulled off that brilliant save earlier on, but he's been a relatively speaking spectator so far in this game as McNeil is forced to try and clear that one out. Ferrari leaps up well and gets the header on it. No way. What a move again. And Barbet's in again. Florentin Barbet for number 4. My goodness, he's done it. Dreamland for the Mariners. And Grimsby are going to do it in the Champions League final. Barbet is just brilliant. Oh, yes. Oh, Jesus. What is this? Oh, what a moment for Barbet. But what a moment for Grimsby. Up the Mariners. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it. And I tell you right now, guys, as well, it is ultimate difficulty. Sliders have, in fact, I'll show you. Sliders have not been touched. In case, we was playing with sliders previous, again, to make it harder, but I took them off because there was an update recently. Well, not recently, quite a while ago now, that took off the aspect of being able to hit the finesse shots. They weren't as OP, and I couldn't get my head around them, so I took off that side of things, and it's still actually been a bit of a difficult run here. There has been games where I've had to dig deep and find it, but honestly, what a moment. You could argue maybe I should have left the sliders on, but at the same time, I still think ultimate difficulty is one heck of a difficult thing. And the fact of the matter is that this game has just gone just so well. I don't even know where to begin. They're so fixated on stopping Kubo and McNeil that Barbet is running rings around Calabria one-on-one and they can't send a second person over. Either they've got to sort it out and Calabria has to start playing better against him as we steal it back again, or they're going to lose this, because yet again Calabria's let them down. Barbet sees the run from McNeil. It's going to be 5 before half-time. Calabria is having a nightmare here. And Barca are 5 down in the game. My highest win in a Champions League final so far this FIFA was 6. Was it 6-0 against Man City in the Schalke save when we had a super OP team? Well, we're getting there with Grimsby Town. At this point, what do you say? What do you say? Scenes. Absolute scenes. Barcelona 0. Grimsby Town 5. Like, I don't know where to put myself at this point. And I feel that, in essence, right, if this stays as it is and we absolutely smash them, what more do we do? What more do we have to do? Oh, man, what a first half. Quarantine Barbe is, if not already, the best player in the world. He's going to get there one day. This guy as well has been so good, Kubo. Thing is, so it transpires, right? I have just played that entire first half out without actual in-game sound. I apologise for that. I didn't know, and then I've come back to review the footage, and I found it out. I realised my in-game sound was on mute. So what I might do is, I might have to put some music behind. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. We'll see. But for the most part, we should have in-game sound for the second half, and I don't even know where to put myself at this point. Don't know what to do. I don't know who to change. Don't know what to really do. Do I sit back now? Or do we just hit them again and go for another one? In fact, to play an entire first half of football without in-game sound. So that's going to be pretty ridiculous to hear me just shouting about these goals, especially without any sound to it. So I might have to put some music in there just to make it a bit more easy on the ears. I don't know. We'll see. Coutinho to put in the free kick. Patrick Cutrone's header! And this might be back into the game for Barcelona. As soon as we kick off the second half, they are in the game. Patrick Cutrone has got it. Oh, man. Man. Fantastic header. Can't take anything out of it, but I don't want us to crumble. It's a good free kick, and he's got so far out here. But the argument has been, why is McNamee beginning to come? Because then if he stays on his line, he's going to get that easy. Doesn't have to start to come out. He's beaten by it, and Barcelona have a way back into the match. I feel it's too late, but you never know. Oh, Kubo! McNeil's wrong-sided his man, and he's in. Shane McNeil. Offside flag remains down. McNeil pulls it onto the right foot, and he's fired in the top corner. Grimsby 6-1 up in the final. Wrong-siding Miranda, and firing it in. 5-goal advantage restored. Could you imagine, right, if at this point now in the final, the Grimsby Town fans started singing We Want 7, right? That would be just stupid. McNeil, wrong cut back, but it might work still. Otola's there, it's 7. Oh, it's 7 for Grimsby. What is the biggest win in a Champions League final? Because we're approaching it. We're getting there. Oh, my gosh. This is ridiculous. This has to be one of the most dominant Champions League finals I've ever played. And you know what as well? I'm speaking about that, and this is ultimate. So imagine, yeah, if this was legendary. Ferrari, Janssen's in. Janssen for 8. And he's inches away from the bottom corner. Oh, you've got to be trolling. You've actually got to be trolling. Denis Suarez has just scored an own goal. You know what? I think I have to get my webcam sorted at some point. 'Cause if you guys could see my face right now, my expression is just... I don't actually know. I don't actually... I mean, if that doesn't tell you what the story of what has happened in this Champions League final, nothing will. 8-1 to Grimsby Town. You know what? I'm actually considering letting them score a second goal so I can say I'd 8-2 beat Barcelona right now. But then again, is there any point doing that for a joke? I mean, probably not. Ferrari's going to find... We're in again. What a tackle, Davinson Sanchez. Penalty. Grimsby Town have a chance to put 9 past Barcelona in the Champions League final. Let that sink in. Davinson Sanchez is off as well. Davinson Sanchez is gone. He's out there. He's gone. He's gone. No way is this happening! Who takes it? Who takes it is the question. Barbe, he's on a hat-trick. I have to give him it for the hat-trick. Quarantine Barbe to step up. And score! It's 9-1 to Grimsby. No way is this happening. Barbe's got a hat-trick. We are 9-1 up in the Champions League final. Oh, stop auto-lunging, man. You could have had that ball there, Ferrari, if you didn't auto-lunge. You could have just literally run away and got on the end of that. Didn't need to use that lunging ability, whatever it was. I don't know what it is, actually. It's not the first time it's happened either. Miranda now for Barca. We're approaching the last few minutes. Imagine being disappointed for not scoring 10 in a Champions League final against Barcelona. Imagine that. That is actually how I feel, though, because at this point now, we're 9-1 up. Would be my... I mean, this is still my personal record. I've never hit 9 goals against a team before, and we might still do it. Janssen. Good tackle on Titi. Got all of the ball. He took the man in the process as well. Janssen's on the floor injured here. I mean, he's not actually hurt, so I wouldn't really put it out of play, but... My voice is stressed now. I'm baffled, overwhelmed. Like I said, imagine being disappointed for not hitting 10 against Barcelona. It's just stupid. Miranda's going to swing it across. It's going to come off in. I'm going to put my controller down. We've done it. It's evident. We were evidently done it after the first half. I'd say let's enjoy it. But let's be honest, it was easy. Wait a minute. McNeil got 4. Did he? I felt like McNeil had such a quiet Champions League final. And he got 4 goals. What? Anyway, time to enjoy. And I guess if you want a realistic career mode, look no further. 9-1 against Barcelona. That's real realistic. We had 9 shots on target and scored 9. Like, what is that? Player ratings. How many 10s did we have? 10 for Barbe. 10 for McNeil. 9.4 for Solanke and Kubo. Kubo got a goal. Barbe got 3. McNeil got 4. Assists. Barbe got 1. Ferrari got 1. Solanke got 2. Kubo got 2. Sukasev got 1. Passes, just, I just can't even explain what that was. What a final. What a final. I mean, at this point, where do we go from? I'm just gonna keep this going, right? I'm gonna move out to the screen so I can show you guys as well. Just that was a unbelievable performance on Ultimate Difficulty. Winner of the Champions League final. As you can see, none of this is edited out. I mean, this is just an unbelievable achievement. I've never won quite convincingly like that before in my entire time of playing FIFA. There you go. Wow. Wow. I mean, I apologize as well for the fact that I didn't have in-game sound for the first half. I am going to try and put music over that to make up for it, because it's going to sound pretty stupid, me just screaming into my mic without any in-game sound. And you've been probably thinking, what a nerd during the entire time of that one. But that was hype, man. 5-0 up at half-time. I don't know. I don't know what happens now, because I don't think we're going to get better than that. I think that is the peak of this series. We're never going to win a Champions League final 9-1 again. Put it that way. It's not going to happen. So what do? I don't know. Might let you guys decide. And what I might do is I might sim into the future, see how the players are getting on. And then I might end up ending the series there. I'm undecided. So leave me your kind of suggestions down below in the comment section about what you might want to see. We could end off this and maybe start something else. We could continue, but at the same time, like I said, we've peaked. I don't think we will ever win a Champions League final quite as convincing as that. I will do a roundup next episode of this season as we head into the next season. So don't worry about that. We will move into it, and I'll round up this season at the beginning of next episode. And at that point, we'll have decided. Of course, if we've decided to do something else, then I'll just round up the entire series as well as the season and all of that stuff. If not, we'll continue. Over to you guys to make that decision and leave me a comment down below. Oh, man, what an episode. I'm going to try and premiere it as well so I can get your reactions at the same time as looking at it because I want to see what you guys are saying about it. So, for now, guys, that is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. If you are new around here, like what you see, promise that doesn't happen every single day. Hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you again soon. Have a fantastic day. Adios.